Nikki Haley's. Oh.
Just take her.
Last week, my mother, a first-generation immigrant, got to vote for her daughter for president. Only in America. I am filled with the gratitude for the outpouring of support we've received from all across our great country. But the time has now come to suspend my campaign. I said I wanted Americans to have their voices heard. I have done that. I have no regrets. And although I will no longer be a candidate, I will not stop using my voice for the things I believe in. Our national debt will eventually crush our economy. A smaller federal government is not only necessary for our freedom, it is necessary for our survival. The road to socialism is the road to ruin for America. Our Congress is dysfunctional and only getting worse. It is filled with followers, not leaders. Term limits for Washington politicians are needed now more than ever. Our world is on fire because of America's retreat. Standing by our allies in Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan is a moral imperative. But it's also more than that. If we retreat further, there will be more war, not less. As important, while we stand strong for the cause of freedom, we must bind together as Americans. We must turn away from the darkness of hatred and division. I will continue to promote all those values, as is the right of every American. I sought the honor of being your president. But in our great country, being a private citizen is privilege enough in itself. And that's a privilege I very much look forward to enjoying. In all likelihood, Donald Trump will be the Republican nominee when our party convention meets in July. I congratulate him and wish him well. I wish anyone well who would be America's president. Our country is too precious to let our differences divide us. I have always been a conservative Republican and always supported the Republican nominee. But on this question, as she did on so many others, Margaret Thatcher provided some good advice when she said, quote, "Never just follow the crowd. Always make up your own mind." It is now up to Donald Trump to earn the votes of those in our party and beyond it who did not support him. And I hope he does that. At its best, politics is about bringing people into your cause, not turning them away. And our conservative cause badly needs more people. This is now his time for choosing. I end my campaign with the same words I began it, from the book of Joshua. I direct them to all Americans, but especially to so many of the women and girls out there who put their faith in our campaign. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for God will be with you wherever you go. In this campaign, I have seen our country's greatness. From the bottom of my heart, thank you, America. God bless you.
All right, and so there you have it. Nikki Haley suspending her campaign for president, stopping short of endorsing Trump as the prospective nominee here. Let's go to Doug Luzader in Washington right now for a recap on what just happened. We kind of saw this coming, right?
Yeah, we did. I mean, the numbers weren't there for Nikki Haley. She did well in Vermont, but, you know, one state is not enough to base an entire campaign on. She also won the primary here in the District of Columbia, but Donald Trump is so close right now to clinching the nomination that there just wasn't a path forward to her. I think a lot of folks were surprised she stayed in this long. Ultimately, she gets out, and you caught this as well. I mean, what was notable here was what we didn't hear, which was an endorsement for former President Trump. She did congratulate him. She acknowledged that he was almost certainly going to be the nominee at this point, but no endorsement. She said that he has to earn the votes of Americans, apparently including earning her vote as well. So that's going to be interesting moving forward to see the degree to which there may be outreach from the Trump folks or even the Biden folks to go after not just Nikki Haley but her supporters as well.
Doug, there's a larger contingent of voters who are calling themselves double haters, where they just kind of feel like they're caught in between a rock and a hard place. They're not thrilled about these two candidates, both Biden and Trump. What are the plans for them? What do you think they're going to do? And are these two campaigns prepared to deal with those voters?
Are they just going to stay home? I mean, Nikki Haley represented a lot of moderate Republicans who were maybe even kind of Reagan-era Republicans who have seen the party change somewhat to a more populist tone under former President Trump. And, you know, some of those folks may decide to simply stay home in November. And, you know, on the other side of the ledger, for President Biden, there are a lot of voters that are not terribly enthusiastic as well. So will this be kind of a low turnout election? I think the Biden folks will see an opportunity here to go after Haley voters if they can. And, you know, the other interesting aspect here will be what will Donald Trump say about Haley's departure? She's obviously worked for him before. She served in his administration, but there was quite a bit of bad blood here in the final weeks of this campaign.
And some analysts are saying that she's going to endorse him eventually as it gets closer to the election in November. Why is she waiting?
Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, she's you know, she pledged to do so. I mean, she and other Republicans who took part in the debates, Donald Trump did not take part, but the Republicans that did, including Nikki Haley, made a pledge that they would support whoever the nominee would wind up being, and it looks like that's going to be Trump. Now, in recent days, she'd kind of backed away from that somewhat, or certainly, you know, created some daylight as to whether she would, in fact, offer that endorsement. And if she's going to do it, we have not heard it yet.
All right, Doug, thank you very much. Appreciate you as always.
Thank you.